Good afternoon, Year 10. Today's lesson will be the last one on changing the subject of formulae, and this is going to be changing the subject of more complex formulae. I'm going to run through 4 examples. The first 2 will help you do questions A to F, and the second 2 will help you do questions G to I. The first 2 examples are fairly easy, but they do require a technique that students sometimes get confused on, and it is a technique that will be very important for the second 2 examples. So the first example is making A the subject of this formula. X into A plus 1 equals 3 into 1 minus 2A. So we want to end up with A on its own on one side equals, and then a bunch of stuff on the other side. Now the problem is we've got A here and we've got A here. If we make A the subject, we cannot have A on both sides. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply out both sets of brackets. Ooh, and I'm going to do it correctly. So XA plus X equals 3 minus 6A. Then what I'm going to do is I want to get all of the A's on one side and or anything that hasn't got A in it on the other side. I'm just going to show you what you can't do. So this bit in red is not correct. If I did XA equals 3 minus 6A minus X, and then I divided by X, this is not correct. Yes, we have got A equals, but we've still got A on this side as well. So we haven't made A the subject. What we're going to do instead is we're going to get everything with A onto one side. So I'm going to add 6A to both sides so that I get XA plus X plus 6A equals 3. And then I want to get rid of anything on this side that doesn't have an A in it. I can't get rid of this X at the moment because it's multiplying A. I can't get rid of this 6 at the moment because it's multiplying A. But I can subtract X from both sides to get rid of this. So we've got XA plus 6A equals 3 minus X. So we're nearly there. We've got all the terms with A in on this side, and everything on this side doesn't have A in it. So how are we going to turn this into A equals something? I'm going to factorise A out. So I'm going to have A into X plus 6, so I've just factorised from here to here, equals 3 minus X. And then the final step is just to divide by this bracket. So I'll have A equals 3 minus X over X plus 6. Okay, another similar example. We're making A the subject again. This time it's 7A minus 5 equals X into 2A plus 4. So again, I'm going to expand the brackets out on both sides. So 7A minus 35, this is going to be 2AX plus 4x. I'm going to get everything with A's onto this side. So 7A minus 2AX minus 35 equals 4x. And I'm going to move everything without A in it onto the other side. So 7A minus 2AX equals 4x plus 35. From there, exactly the same as last time, I want to make A the subject, so I'm going to factorise A out. And then to get my final answer, I just divide by this bracket. So I will have A equals 4x plus 35 all over 7 minus 2x. So those 2 examples should help you do questions A to F. I'm now going to go through two examples which will help you with G, H and I. So you can pause here and have a go at those first 6 questions, or you can carry on watching and do all the questions at once. So this example is in a slightly different format. We want to make M the subject. We've got P equals 5 plus 4M over 2 plus M. The first thing I'm going to do is multiply both sides by this denominator. So we'll have P into 2 plus M equals 5 plus 4M. From there is exactly the same technique as the previous two examples. I'm going to multiply this bracket out, so I've got 2P plus MP equals 5 plus 4M. I'm going to get all the M's onto this side and anything that's not M onto this side. So I'm going to subtract 4M and I'm going to subtract 2P. So on this side I'll be left with MP minus 4M, and on this side I'll have 5 minus 2P. So I've subtracted 2P from both sides and I've subtracted 4M from both sides. That will give me, factorising M out because I want to make M the subject, P minus 4 equals 5 minus 2P, which gives us a final answer of M equals, divide by this bracket, so 5 minus 2P over P minus 4. Final example, we've got make U the subject of the formula T equals 3 minus 5U over 2U plus 1. So exactly the same as in the last example, I'm going to multiply both sides by this denominator. So we'll have 2U plus 1 times T equals 3 minus 5U. Multiply this out. So 2UT plus T equals 3 minus 5U. Add 5U to both sides to take the U terms over here. Subtract T from both sides to take the non-U terms over here. So this will be 2UT plus 5U, so that will disappear from that side. And this will be 3 minus T, so T disappears from this side. I want to make U the subject, so I'm going to factorise U out. And then the last step is to get U equals, I'm going to divide by this bracket, so I get 3 minus T over 2T plus 5. So that should now help you to do those final 3 questions. As always, if you have any questions or you're stuck on a particular question, then please just message me on Show My Homework and I can put a video up explaining.